Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and don't forget to put on your bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. So the subject of today is let it go. What does letting it go mean? You can let a lot of things go in life, but today I'm going to talk about letting go of your desire. Yes, and you're probably like, oh, well, the last video you talked about believing in yourself and now you're talking about letting it go. How is that related to each other? How is that connected? Well, stay tuned and I will explain everything to you in a bit. Don't forget to make it until the end of this video because I will announce what the giveaway is when I reach 250 subscribers. So the first thing I want to talk about is release resistance. So in a previous video, I talked about the buildup of all the negative traumas, the negative beliefs, all the experience in life that has caused us to think a certain way, and most of the time it's negative. So how do we release this resistance towards something that we want? Because we can have this desire, but we can feel that it's so far away from us and that is very hard to reach. And that's because of all the thoughts that are in between us and the desire, because we think, well, I want that, that's my goal, that's my dream, that's my desire, but at the same time I don't feel worthy, or I'm not sure if I can get it. And that's kind of creating a resistance for yourself, because as I explained in the last video, you're making excuses to tell yourself why you shouldn't do something, why you should be actually your biggest supporter and motivator. So what does releasing resistance mean? It means that you are actually going to look at what the things are that are causing you to pretend that you cannot reach your goal, or to prevent you from not making decisions, to prevent you from not making any steps and moving closer towards your goal. Because we all know people that make excuses for the things that they haven't accomplished, of which we know damn well that they would love to do those things. And why is it that some people do everything that they want and it seems like it's so easy for them and other people don't? It's not because those people aren't afraid, or because those people aren't sure of themselves, or those people aren't afraid, or don't have insecurities, or they're not sure about what's going to happen, but they make the decision to do something. They make the decision to go for it. And that's the difference between people who accomplish things in life and people who don't accomplish things in life. In order to get ahead, you have to make new decisions. It sounds very logical, right? The only thing is we don't do it on a regular basis. We don't like to move out of the comfort zone. We don't like to do things that are unfamiliar, things that might make us feel tortured or, I don't know, uncomfortable in a certain situation. Well, we all know at the same time that new things, great things, and beautiful things happens when you step out of the comfort zone, when you make yourself struggle, when you do decide to make yourself feel so uncomfortable that you don't have another choice than to grow. And that's the beautiful thing. And I mean, even getting out of your comfort zone can become a habit, but it's up to you to decide to do it. So you have to really release the resistance towards things that are new. You have to release this resistance towards things that you don't know. It's okay that you don't know what's exactly going to happen. It's okay that you cannot predict everything that's going to happen, but you have to make sure that you're confident in what it is that you're doing, and you have to believe in it and not trying to do something or talk about it but not taking any action. So the way that it works is actually that we have our subconscious mind and we have the level of belief. And as I explained in one of my previous videos, we have a certain energy that we are vibrating, and we have the belief that we have. And we have to make sure that these two align with each other in order for us to attract this desire. But what usually happens is that the belief of our subconscious mind and the level of energy and the energy of what we are trying to attract is not on the same level. It's because there is this part, the resistance, that is causing us to not get to this goal. So we might move a little bit forward, then we might go a little bit back, we might move a little bit forward, we might go a little bit back, but we don't get to that point because we don't fully allow ourselves to release the resistance that we have towards ourselves and the goal. And you have to make yourself feel worthy that you can get this and that you are allowed to get this. You have to allow yourself to let beautiful things flow to you and to allow to make things enter your life. So when it comes to releasing resistance, it's very important to be confident in your decisions, to believe in what you're doing, but also to release any resistance that you have. You have to look at the positive side of things. And that's why it's very important to make affirmations, as I talked about previously, because these affirmations will allow you to increase your confidence. They will allow you to reduce the barriers that you have towards your goals. They will allow you to believe in yourself. They will also allow you to make you feel worthy, because you're slowly replacing the negative energy that's in your subconscious mind, the negative thoughts, the negative self-belief that you have built up through years and years and years. You have to replace that slowly, and it will take time, as I explained. It's not something that you say one positive affirmation and the next day, boom, you attract all new magical things into your life. No, I will be very realistic with you at the moment, right now. I will be very realistic and honest with you right now. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work because you have built up all these negative emotions, experience through years and years and years. And it's not that one positive affirmation is going to change it. You have to put the same work, if not more, to replace all the negative thoughts, the negative experience, the baggage that you have, and try to replace it with something positive. You have to reprogram your self-belief. You have to reprogram the vision and the way you see yourself. It's not time to play the victim. It's time to play, you know, your hero and take control of your own life, because we have the power to take control. And the sad thing is, a lot of people don't realize it. They don't know how much power they have. They don't know they have the choice when they wake up each day to feel happy, to feel confident, and to choose that side instead of choosing the sad side, the miserable side, the angry side, or the side with all the emotions that someone shouldn't feel, that are not going to serve you. They are not going to make you happy. And that is why it's so important to make affirmations and work on keeping your vibrations positive, to make your energy vibrate on a higher level, so you can actually, you know, protect yourself from negative vibes around you. And it's not easy to always be perfectly positive, but at least you can make sure that you have a certain way to protect yourself and to feel good about everything that's going on in your life, even when things aren't perfect. Because that's the thing, nobody's life is perfect, but you decide how you feel about it. And that's the little part we have, that's actually a big part we have a choice in, and that's the part we should cherish and we should focus on and we should feed and nurture. And I mean, life is too short to be sad or miserable. You can allow yourself to feel bad for a day, but you know, don't drag it on. Think lightly. That's always something I say to myself when I feel like something is getting to me or I'm getting in my feelings. I'm like, think lightly. Don't think too serious about it. Don't compare yourself to other people, like, oh, maybe other people are going through the same thing, so you shouldn't feel bad about it. That is a way to lift yourself up, but just tell yourself, think lightly. It's life. You're living. You have so many things to be grateful for. So don't worry about all the things that are going wrong. Focus on how you can fix them. But I'm not trying to get into a whole nother section of a motivational speech. This video is about releasing resistance and letting things go. So that's actually the first part. You have to release the resistance. So focus on the positive things that you can improve in your life, and focus on increasing your confidence, because that's really going to help you a long way. And the next thing I want to talk about is detachment. So what does detachment mean? So I will sketch a little example that everybody will recognize. I'm sure everybody can see themselves in this example. So detachment actually means that you're unbothered by the outcome. So I know this thing, I want this thing, but at the same time I don't really care if it happens or not. That is something that is not that relevant to you. It's not that important to you, because you don't really care if it happens or not. And usually those things, they manifest, they happen to us. And why is that? It's because you decide to detach. So I think we all remember a time where we had this desire, we wanted something so badly. I will apply it like it's happening right now. So this is my book. I write my affirmations, da 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 da. And I just hold on to it so tightly, like I wrote down all my desires. I believed in it as if it's going to happen. I hold on to it so tightly because that's how bad I want it. When I hold on this thing so tightly, where is it gonna go? Exactly, it's gonna go nowhere. It's not going into the universe. The universe is not receiving my desire. The universe doesn't know what I want because I'm holding on to it so tightly. I'm afraid to let it go because that's how bad I want it. And it's not getting a chance to go into the universe and be processed like an order and come back to me. And as I explained before, if you have a desire, you have to set an intention, but the intention has to go somewhere. If that intention is only staying in your head because you cannot let it go, you cannot let it go to in order to manifest, then nothing is going to happen. And that's the sad thing. And the next thing I want to say about this is we all recognize something like this. I'm sure everybody in their life had this point where they just wanted something super bad, and then at one point you're just like, okay, you know what, forget it, I don't even want this thing anymore, I don't really care. And then boom, next day, maybe next hour, maybe next minute, hello, knock knock, this is your manifestation. Because you know what, you finally decided to detach. And that's the beautiful thing. So all these times where you said at one point, I don't want it anymore, I don't care, and then boom, it happened, it appeared in some magical way into your life. That's because you decided to detach. That's because you decided that your happiness is not dependent on the outcome of it happening or not. And that's the power of manifesting something. That's the power of attracting something into your life. You have to let it go. You have to show first how badly you want it. You have to set the intention, put the belief on it, and give yourself a good feeling about this thing. And then you have to let it go as if you don't really care. And then boom, it will happen. It will manifest. It will come into your life. So don't forget, the lesson of today is learn how to release resistance and learn how to detach. Don't really care too much about how bad you want it. Set the intention, focus, and let go. It's like ready, set, go, you know? And when you say go, you let it go. And that's when amazing things happen. I'm very curious if you guys experience any new things in your life, or you feel like you've tried some of the things that I've explained and it was working for you, or something happened. I would love to know. Let me know in the comment section. I think I've talked long enough for today. As always, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. And before I go, I have one message, and that is the giveaway. So at 250 subscribers, I don't know why I'm doing this, but at 250 subscribers, I will give away one of these t-shirts. And the cool thing is they are custom made. You can choose your own basketball team, the color, and the number. And the cool thing is it will have your Instagram name on the back. But I think it's very cool, so the winner can get this custom made shirt with his own number and name on the back. That's it. I hope you like this video, and see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Namaste.